So listen, I received a package and I wasn't going to do a video on it because I thought it was only one thing, and then it ended up being like a lot of things. So we're doing a video on it, but I already opened it because how else would I have known that there was a bunch of things? And so you guys miss out on the unboxing part a little bit, but I couldn't not show you guys how freaking adorable all of this stuff was. So that's what you're getting today. And just to clarify, the only reason why I wasn't going to do an unboxing when I knew it was just one thing was because I didn't think it was going to make like good content. You know, it's only one thing. It's kind of underwhelming. Like, woohoo, we opened a box. It was one object that I was expecting, you know? So I didn't think it was going to, you know, be good or entertaining for you guys to watch. So hope that makes sense. So first off, all of this stuff is from Corviforms. This was a Kickstarter for a plushie that they were making. And so they sent me this package, and so all of it's created by them. Here's all their socials. I'll put a much bigger, nicer picture up on the screen for you guys to read. Their stuff was such high quality. It's so good, and I'm super impressed with everything that I have been given today. This particular package I did not pay for, just to be completely clear here. This was just gifted to me. But even their thank you card is adorable. It has a painting of a parrotlet on the back of it, and you know parrotlets are my sweet spot, so of course, like, this is just the thank you card, and it's so cute, and it's so good, and their art is just so, like, look at that. That is so, it's cute. Next in the package, there was a little cardboard envelope style thing that had all of these pins and stickers nice and flat and level. So they wouldn't get bent in the shipping, and they all came in pristine condition. Not a single thing is even slightly bent. None of the card backings on the pins are dented. There isn't the slightest bit of damage on anything, so they did a really, really good job packing and shipping these out. For the stickers, we again have some very adorable little parrotlets. We have a grown parrotlet doing the wiggle neck to a young baby, which if you don't know is how a parrotlet will regurgitate to their young, and that is just like, their art style is so cute, it's so adorable. And then next we have Bruce in his eating tome, which was a meme that went around for a little bit. That is a parrotlet that they are quite messy when they eat. He had a bunch of berries or beets or something and had made a blood splattered looking mess. Then we have a parrotlet in its truest form, holding a knife, because parrotlets are often pretty vicious birds for their size, and they are just full of criminal intent. And just, it's so cute, and it's such a simplified little style on that one. Next we have another common meme, I'm in your macaronis, warming my feets, which is a parrotlet that they just like to walk straight through your food and probably steal it at the same time. And it's just adorable. And then lastly, is this not, like, you know where I'm going with this one. It's a blue mutation Pacific parrotlet with a heart. Like, you know. It's adorable. The next one we're gonna go over, they're so tiny. I don't even know if you can see them from the way that I have to hold these. I have personally never seen pins this tiny. I honestly really love pins, and I wish I had more pins and places to put them. I just always feel like I'm wasting money when I'm spending it on something like a pin, but I love pins, and I should just buy them because they make me happy. And just look at how adorably tiny these little pins are. They come with plain plastic backings that they just slip off. You don't need to pinch them for locking or anything, but they are still quite firm. It's kind of like a rubbery plastic on the back, so they do hold quite well. And then the quality of these pins is just incredible. These are a like shiny gold, and then the coloring for the birds. Whoop, no! Not a scratch, okay? Quality. Not a single scratch from me jumping it on the floor. But as you can see by the colorings on this ones, we have one that is a blue mutation Pacific parrotlet, and then one that is a pastel, which is the closest that I'll ever get to finding something that is like ZB colored. She was a fallow parrotlet, which is a different color mutation than pastel, but very similar in representation and art. So look how tiny, they're so cute, and I don't know where to put them yet, but and then next up we have these larger packaged pins. These ones have 2 of the backings on the back. They have 2 points, so that way when you stick it on something, it's not going to spin around. It'll stay in the position that you hold it in. This one is a flying blue mutation Pacific Parrotlet, and this one actually looks to be a little bit more female in its coloring, since it doesn't have the highlighter blue on the underside of the wing that a male would have, that cobalt blue. So this is definitely a bit more female representing to me, or that's the way I'm going to interpret it, because for obvious reasons, this is going to be very meaningful to me. But again, just really high quality pin, super shiny. And again, the packaging is not even bent or dented or anything with the way that it was shipped to me. So I love it. And then to pair along with that one, we have another larger size pin with 2 pinpoint backings. And then this one is another pastel parrotlet, which again is very reminiscent of Zeevster for me. And this one's just kind of standing, and it's such a cute little art style. You again have that iridescent gold that just reflects, and they're so gorgeous. And then next up, these, I can't, okay, look. Just look at it. They specifically sent me one of a Quaker that's all poofy and puffed up, and they wrote on it, he's Toto. It's the little custard man. He's so poofed up in this drawing, and again, he has 2 pinpoint backings, so he will stay however I choose to put him. And just look at him, he's a little chicken nugget. He's just so poofy. And then the last of the littler items in this box, we have a green cheek conure, which they labeled as newt in all caps, which is as close as we will get to a newt, because this is a green cheek conure and newt is a maroon bellied conure, which commonly have like a red line across the forehead feathers right above their beak. But this is as close as we could possibly get to something that kind of looks like Noodle Boy, and he is just strutting around with his foot in the air. There are a couple spots that are kind of showing like maybe they were brushed up against or weren't fully coated with the black edging, and you can kind of see a little bit of that coppery gold coming through. I'm not exactly sure if that's like a manufacturing thing or if it's just that they were kind of stored and clattering against stuff, but it's not really that noticeable when you put it on something, and of course I'm not going to be butthurt about it. It is the little newt man strutting his way to wherever he's going, probably stealing food. Okay, so the final thing that was in this box is what I was expecting to see in this box. It was what this Kickstarter was for, and that is these adorable chubby parrotlet plushies. And these are really high quality. They're very densely puffed and stacked. There isn't a single spot in them that's like deflated or sagging. You know, they're not like flopping around except for the pieces that are supposed to be like their little nubbin tail, and you can flap the wings a little bit. They are kind of tied down there. If you really wanted to, you could probably just snip that small thread there and then have fully flapping wings. But personally, I like the little chubby, cozy, hunkered down fluff nugget because of course this is a blue mutation Pacific Parrotlet, and Mia liked to be extremely puffy and lazy and just hunker down on her perch all big and poofed up. So personally, I'm going to leave those wings down exactly as they are, and just, it's so cute, so adorable. They're so fat. Look at the little fates. They got little zygodactyl toes, and they're all pudgy and cute, and just every little thing. Did a really good job of representing a chubby little parrotlet in a more simplistic art style. They even have little blushy cheeks, and they're so cute. This is what the entire Kickstarter was actually for, was the parrotlet plushies, and when the Kickstarter started, it was like after a certain amount of dollar value, we would unlock a new color mutation of parrotlet, and the very last one on that list was the pastel parrotlet, which is like the one that's pale blue that looks a bit more like Zeeb did, and we were actually able to fully get that Kickstarter through to the pastel, which we were so excited about, and we got it there. You could like pin him to your shirt and have the little parrotlet bopping around. I feel like they're such a perfect size as well, because a lot of the times you can get a really, really big plushie and that's great, but then you find it kind of difficult to keep it somewhere, or it takes up a lot of space, or they get dirty really easily. But this guy is just so cute and just the perfect little squishable chubby bumpkin size. Imagine if a parrotlet was actually this size. You know how poofy you could just stick your whole hand in that fluff? I need that in my life. I honestly do. So that is it for this unboxing. Once again, a huge thank you to Corviforms for sending this to me. Here is all of their socials again. They do also have an Instagram for their own parrotlets. It is Ellie Girl. I will tag that as well if you're just looking for more bird people to follow online. They are just an incredible artist. I love the quality of their products, and everything here is a great representation of that. They make phenomenal quality things, and they have a large variety of different types of birds. So if you're looking for something to maybe buy someone who has a bird, or you're just looking for something to treat yourself, I definitely recommend checking out Corviforms. They produce a lot of things for a lot of different species of birds, and you may find something that you like. So that will do it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!